Hello. So this is where we got to in the last video, where we've got an RGB LED now connected up, and I've got still my beautiful cyan blue here showing. If you have disconnected it, remember that when you plug it all back in again, do remember to keep your resistor in series, as we call it. So from the negative leg, we're going through the resistor to get to the ground connection. Don't just connect it directly to ground, because we want to have a little bit of resistance in this circuit just to keep the current at a manageable limit. So what we're going to do now, and you might already be able to jump ahead and do this without me even having to explain it to you, what I would like to do is I would like to write some code so that when I press a button, then the colour changes. Now, there's a really fun thing that we can do with our code here. And it's something which is built in to our RGB library here. If I do RGB dot invert, might just have to have a little sleep, so I'm just going to put a sleep in there. That's why I always have my from time import sleep here on line 2. So I'm going to set my colour to my cyan. Then I'm going to sleep for 1 second, and then I'm going to invert this colour. So let's run this code and see what happens. Look at that. Did you spot it? Did you see it go from, hopefully you can see the difference now, it's gone to, this is its pure red. Let's look at that again. I'm going to run the code again. Here we go. It starts off at blue and then it goes to red. So this invert is taking, basically, for the red, it's taking the opposite of 0, which is 255. It's taking the opposite of 255, which is 0, and the opposite of 255 again, which is 0 again. So what we get when we invert it is pure red, no green, no blue. Maybe you found a beautiful colour and you might like to try inverting it now to see what the opposite of that colour is. And this is what we're now going to use. Rather than just doing it automatically, we're going to do it only when we press a button. So we'll just leave that there for now, because we're going to use that somewhere in our code. Now, I've still got my buttons plugged in the same way that I had before. So I can just come up to the top here. And the first thing I need to do is import the button with the capital B from the Pico 0 library. Then I'm going to call it button 1 again, just to show the consistency of my naming. And then I'm going to say it's button, and I'm in button 10 for button 1. And this pull up, when you're typing this, sorry, get the cursor out of the way. When you're typing this, pull underscore up equals capital F for false. Now you can see it's actually come up in bold and a sort of purpley colour. That's because Python has, this code editor window has understood what we mean there. So now button 1, I've told it where it is plugged in. So now I can say button 1, what am I going to type? Do you remember? When pressed equals, I'm going to do the RGB invert. Now I don't need the brackets because I'm not saying do it right now. I'm saying when the button is pressed at some moment in the future, it is at that point that I would like you to invert the RGB colours. Okay, let's run this and see what happens. So I've started with my beautiful cyan, nothing's happening. Now I'm going to press button 1. There we go, it's gone to my red. And now I've released it and nothing's happened because I didn't program in anything on the release. Let me press it again. So I've pressed it again and it's gone back to my cyan colour. So this is only changing on a press. Could you now change this code so that if I pressed it, I got one colour, and if I released it, I went back to the original? here's what it would look like. I'm now going to program something in for the when released. And actually, all I need to do is I just need to do the invert again, because doing the invert twice just brings it back to where it started. So here we go. Let's run this code. So I'm starting with my cyan. I'm going to press, I've got red, release, back to cyan, press, release, press, release, press, release. So now with one button, I can have two different colours, and that may very well be useful in the next Pico challenge.